Hello Sagittarius, I'm going to be doing your 2019 yearly reading, and I'm going to be working with a 12 card spread, 12 cards for 12 months, each card for each month for the whole year of 2019 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And then I'm also going to do a wrap-up center card for the lesson of the year, and I'm going to work with the Spirit Song Tarot, which is working through the spirits of animals. All right. Well, before we begin, I'm going to do an energy clearing. All right, and let's start. So Sagittarius, what intentions are you setting for this year in 2018? What is going to be coming up for you? Let's see. Taking deep breaths. Fix these. All right. And then we'll do the last card. Definitely is a lot that's going to be coming up for this year in 2019. I've already done most of the zodiac signs, and definitely there's been similar patterns happening, but each person has been going through their own things. So I'm pretty curious, what's going to come up for you guys. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, well, now let's start. So your first card in January, we have conflict and defeat, and blue is for the mind, the intellectual realm. So what I'm getting from this is maybe you're coming into this new year a bit drained. You could have gotten into some heated arguments with family members, friends, or a partner, and you're kind of just feeling defeated and just a bit like depleted energetically. Like there could have been a lot people were demanding and expecting out of you, and it's just been taking up a lot of your time and energy, and now you're just kind of feeling like you need a break and you're worn out. It could also just be like thoughts weighing on you that have been draining you energetically, and you're trying to work through the muddle and the muck, but you're just kind of having a hard time seeing things clearly because maybe there's just a lot you're dealing with within yourself, and it's just kind of hard to fully sit with whatever it is. Or it could just be work wearing you out. You could be working really hard because you guys do tend to be pretty hard workers, and maybe that's just kind of wearing you out. So just kind of know, even if you're coming into this new year dealing with some struggles, you're going to get through it fine, and it's going to pass. It's just something that you need to be aware of that's happening in the present, and just know that it's all just going to be a lesson. February, we have firm foundation. So I think, honestly, you're kind of grounding in to the practical sides of your life. Maybe you're really focused on career right now and money, and you're really just being sustainable and stable in your finances, and you're like standing in your strength in that area right now. And it seems like you're pretty balanced in your root chakra, because the root chakra is right here in this picture. So this person is just like, you know, he is grounded, he is capable, and he's standing on firm ground because he's created that foundation for himself. And I think you're creating, you know, a foundation for yourself right now, Sagittarius, that is giving you security, and you're being very practical about, you know, how you're going about, you know, in how you're going about your home life and your living life and your career. You know, you're being like responsible and dedicated, and you know, because that's how you guys work. When you're, you know, when you're focused on something, you stay dedicated and you aim for your goals and you shoot for them. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm getting from that. And then in March, we have authority. Yeah, so like I said, in the tarot, this is the Emperor. So you're standing in your power. You're working through your masculine energy. You know what you want. You're going to go get it, and you're determined. And no one's going to get in your way because you are in control of your life. Like, you're the one in authority. You're the one in power. Like, anything else in your life or anyone that tries to pull you out of that, like, cannot stop you. Like, you're just like this guy. He's like crossing his arms. He's like, no, like, nothing's going to get to me. Like, I know what I want. I'm in power of how I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make it happen. So, yeah, I mean, you're definitely determined to, like, make great strides in your life this year, and I'm just getting, like, you're not going to let anyone stop you and take your power from what you're, like, going for this year and what you're determined to get. So, yeah. And then in April, we have awareness. In the tarot, this would be the Magician. So yeah, like I said, manifestation, magic, you're becoming aware of who you are and how you're creating this life for yourself. And you're channeling, you know, energies from the universe, and you're working in harmony within yourself. And, you know, when you do envision what you want and you're determined to get it, you will open up this space to manifest it. Just like, you know, the Magician, he works through these channels of magic, and he creates like anything he desires. And, you know, so that's what you're doing. You're becoming aware of what you want to create, and you're, you know, you're connecting to the resources that are helping you, that are gonna help you manifest that. So yeah, so far you're staying on the right track. And then in May, we have foundation and achievements. So yeah, I think, and the purple is the spiritual realm. I think honestly, you're going to create a foundation that you have dreamed of having. You might even be moving in May, and you might find this new home that you've been ideally wanting. Maybe that's kind of what you're setting your goals to right now. Maybe some of you are setting a goal to getting a new place to live, and you're determined to get to that place to have a better living situation and a home, because maybe that's what you've been dealing with. Maybe you've had roommates or family or just a partner, anyone that you've been living with that's been draining you, and you're like really tired of dealing with that. So you're like, no, I'm going to change this. I'm going to get out of it, and I'm going to move, save up my money, and find a better home. So some of you could be doing that, and you're going to achieve getting to that place. Or it could be something completely opposite. Like, you're just in a place where you have all these goals and you're ready to make changes, and you finally just reach that place where, after putting in all the work, you're going to be rewarded with what you were desiring to have in whatever areas of your life, and things are going to be looking really bright for you. So whatever it is, it's definitely going in the right direction. In June, we have emotional loss. The green is the emotional realm. So maybe with all these things you're going to be receiving that you've worked hard for, along the way, there might be something you have to let go. There might be something that's been emotionally weighing you down, whether it's a relationship or family getting to you, or friends or work, or just anything within your personal relationship within yourself. Maybe there's some things you haven't like taken the time to really look at because you've been so focused on the outside and the physical realm of your life that you haven't really completely taken the time to look within and see what's going on the inside in your heart space and what you're feeling there. And maybe there's some things you need to really look at and understand that maybe there's some pain, some memories, some people, whatever it is, there's some things you might need to let go of and release. And maybe you're having a hard time doing that because you haven't been in that space to really sit with your feelings because you've been focused in other areas. And now this could just be coming up to let you know, like, hey, it's time to really, understand that when you're making outside changes, there's going to be changes also happening within yourself. And that could just be releasing and letting some things go that you no longer need and have already served their time and purpose. And then in July, we have recognition and reward. And the red is the material realm, like I said. So yeah, I mean, whatever career you're going for or goals that you have, you're definitely going to come out a victor, and you're going to be recognized for your hard work, and you're going to be rewarded for it because you're putting your heart and soul into it, and other people see that, and they're recognizing that, and they're shedding the light on you, and they're like applauding you because they're like, yeah, like you did it, like go you, like you're being an inspiration for people, so people want to reward you for that because, when you work really hard for what you want, you are going to be gifted with the rewards later on from going through all the labor. So, to just know that as long as you stay focused and determined and, don't get distracted from what you're doing and your goals, then you're going to end up rewarded in the end. And then in August, we have rest and rejuvenate. Yeah, so I think after doing all this hard work on the outside physically and on the inside, you're going to get to a point where your body's like, okay, let's take a break. You've done great, but now let's rest. Let's rejuvenate our energy. Let's slow down. Let's kind of do some reflection, get some alone time because we deserve this time because we've worked hard. And when you work hard, that can take up a lot of energy. So just to not forget that your body deserves as much rest as your goals deserve as much work, right? Because in order to, keep moving forward and keep going, because you guys like to be on the go, you got to slow down and get some rest to, recharge your body and give it what it needs. So you deserve that time. Take that rest, slow down, and just don't be afraid to just, have some quiet time alone so you can recharge yourself. And then in September, we have Passion Ignited. I mean, yeah, Sag, you guys are all about the fire, and it seems like that's the element you're going to continue to stay connected with. You're staying connected with your fire, with your passion. Like, there's so much love and warmth, emanating through you and coming from without of you. And, and you're very, joyful about it, and you're so content with just what you're creating, and you just feel so much love within yourself. And for once, you're starting to feel really happy because of the results you're getting in your life because of what you're creating. And it's just starting to ignite all this passion and maybe more ideas of the next things you want to do, and you're ready and you're stoked and you're okay, I've already accomplished this much. Okay, what's the next thing I can accomplish? Because, I've already grown so much. I've come so far, and now I'm ready to, create more. And it's an amazing feeling. And, because after you're coming out of this point of resting, now you're just, you're ready to be on the go and start something up and do another project again or whatever it is. Either way, you're going to be feeling really good from it. And it's going to be making you feel even more confident within yourself. And then in October, we have fulfillment of wishes. And this man, he's like the genie. So yeah, whatever future goals you have in mind, those wishes, they can be fulfilled and they can be granted. And you can have anything you want as long as you stay focused on it and know that you can manifest that and it can appear in your life. because, you know, the results in your past have already shown like you can create what you want and you're already sticking to it. So he's just kind of coming up as a reminder, is like the universe will grant your wishes, you will be fulfilled in life, and you will continue to prosper in your goals. And that's just something to be really, you know, happy about, because those are really good reminders to receive. And in November, we have solitude. Yeah, so get some more alone time, reflect over everything you need to do, all the work that you've done, and then maybe the next things you need to do in the work ahead, and the knowledge you're going to need to get to those places to complete those goals. So you're going to need some alone time to go over all the details, really sit with everything, ponder over how you want to move forward from this, what you learned, because you're also going to reflect over everything you learned throughout this whole year in 2019, and then you're going to take those lessons to then use them to your ability, to your advantage, for what you're going to be creating in the next steps in your future. So yeah, just make sure you get that time to have some solitude and to really like study and go over everything. Also, if this could also be like letting you know it's time to do some more learning and studying to spark up your knowledge, whether if you're in college, get some alone time to study and go over everything. If you're just like, if you have something you're really, you know, interested about in a hobby or a project, maybe there's more things you need to study up about to understand how to become more qualified in that area. It could be a lot of different things, but definitely good to take some time to do some learning, so then that can help your growth process. And then to wrap up the year in December, we have patience and planning. So yeah, just like I said, you have to go over everything and how you're going to plan for your next goals that you have in mind after you've already achieved your past ones, and what you're going to create in the following future. But to know, like, as you're building yourself up to that place, you have to be patient with the process, and know that, again, you will be prosperous like you have in the past, but you just have to know it's going to take some time to get to exactly where you want to go. Whether it could be graduating college and getting that degree that you've been really wanting, or maybe like traveling somewhere new that's going to take some time to get to, or creating a home life you've been envisioning. Whatever it is, you know, it's going to take some time and money and patience, and when you allow yourself to hold that space for yourself, to allow things to take the time to shape and mold, then you're gonna like reach a point where it's just gonna be like, how should I put it? You're gonna reach a point where it's going to be, you know, manifested in the way that you were ideally wanting and how you're shaping it. But anything that, you know, is really worth it and really gives you so much in return does tend to take a lot of time and effort. But as long as you're patient, then you will later on reap the rewards from it. And then to wrap up for the center lesson for the whole year, we have 5 of Acorns, which is challenge and growth. I think it's a jaguar. And in the tarot, this would be the 5 of Wands. And this also is connected with the element of fire. And I'm going to read this one for you. Let's see. One sec. Graceful Leopard is a problem solver, and she utilizes her shape-shifting abilities to enhance her personal power. She's here to help you shift into your own innate power so that you may pursue your goals with passion and fight for what you believe in. In the midst of conflict, do not allow opposition to keep you from moving ahead in your endeavor. By the same token, be open to the views of others and don't be afraid to ask questions in order to clarify a situation. With challenge comes spiritual growth. As you weather the storm, focus on new strategies and seek deeper clarity and truth. Trust in yourself and defend your belief structures. Contend with the matter in the spirit of action and in the knowingness that challenges will be overcome. Keywords: challenge, growth, conflict, brainstorming, adrenaline, tension, opposing energies. And yeah, so whatever you are setting yourself to do and to achieve, you will manifest as long as you don't let anyone get in your way and you don't let the obstacles and the challenges of getting what you want stop you from having that drive to go for it and have it. So just stay connected with yourself in that realm, and know when you stay dedicated, then you're also allowing yourself the space for the growth that's going to set in. All right, Sagittarius. Well, I'm so excited for you guys. I mean, you guys should be very proud of yourselves. You're really going to do great things this year, and even more to come from after. So just stay confident, stay determined, and, you know, believe in yourself that you will get to where you want to go. So that's all I have for you, and if you guys want to do a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to the description link box below and go to my Instagram, Mystic Yasmin, and send me a message. So other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful, happy new year, and until next time.